Hello friends, this is a different kind of video. In it I will show you all the new tools and options you can get access to as a Patreon of this channel. And there are some super exciting changes coming, which will allow you to find investment ideas, analyze portfolio strategies and businesses in a much simpler and faster way. So if that is something you may be interested in, then stick around. If not, then thank you so much for watching. I don't want to waste your time and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Okay, let's go to our Patreon page. So we have 3 tiers, which you can either pay for every month or you can choose an option to pay for the entire year in advance, and then you get a very nice discount for such a commitment. The lowest tier is called Starting to Get Bold. In it you get access to the stock ranking. The link to the ranking is going to change every few weeks, but you will always find it near the top of the page in a post called something like Stock Ranking link. Stock Ranking is a database of all the companies we analyzed on our YouTube channel. It has over 100 companies in it and it is growing all the time. So let's see what you can do in this ranking. First, we get all the valuation data, including the average intrinsic value and the difference between the current price and the value. So we can easily sort all the companies to find out which one is the cheapest one right now. Then here in blue, we have all the financial health data. In brown, all the data about growth, green is about dividends, and purple is for investor information. Finally, we get a date of analysis and a button to take us straight to the video in which I analyze this company. Having all this data in one place is super useful, but the ability to filter it and sort it in any way we want to really allows us to find investment ideas that are right for us, for our investment style. So first of all, we can filter the ranking to see only the companies we are interested in. For example, let's see only companies with a return on invested capital over 15%. Revenue growth also over 15%, and with debt that can be paid in under a year. And now let's sort them by the value difference to see which of the companies that fit our criteria is the cheapest one. Okay, so that is the basic version of the stock ranking. Now, if you are a Patreon in a medium tier, you get access to Stock Ranking Pro and also to Smart Money portfolios. But let's start with Stock Ranking Pro. We get the list of the same companies, but we also get extra data and a lot more ways to interact with them. So first, you see that there are 3 colors here. Red means a stock is currently overvalued. Yellow means that it is around its fair value, and green shows us that the stock is currently undervalued. We of course get all the data we have in the basic version, but then we get to the company overview, where at a glance we see what are the strong and weak points in any company. We also get a scorecard for each company. We get the overall score and overall score with the valuation, which basically shows us which company is not only a great business, but also is nicely priced currently. Then we get valuation score, financial health score, growth score, dividend score, and investor score. Those numbers allow us to easily understand companies' weaknesses and strengths, but also to sort or filter the ranking in such a way that allows us to concentrate only on the kind of stocks that fit our investment strategy. That is a great time saver. Next, we see what industry a company is in. And that is great if we want to use a group option. Let's click Group and choose Industry, and our entire ranking is now divided according to a specific industry. We can also use Industry to filter the ranking, which is something I really like to do when looking for an investment opportunity. But that is not all. We can click on any company and we get the company's card with all the important information in one place. When we scroll down, we not only get the company overview, but also the company history. We get graphs of revenue, free cash flow, earnings per share, and dividends. And finally, we get a description of the company and a link to its investor relation page. So that if we find a company in the ranking that seems interesting, we can not only watch the full video to learn more, but also go to their page and start doing our own due diligence. But like I said before, in the medium tier, you also get access to smart money portfolios. It is a new tool that will grow over time, and I will add more and more super investors to it. You choose which investor you are interested in and click See Portfolio. And here you get all the information about his current investments, the value of the portfolio, dividends received last quarter, the valuation change in the last quarter, did he buy or sell his shares, and how many positions are in his portfolio. Then we have investment history, which is a graph showing the number of shares and the average price at a specific moment in time. This graph is really useful when we are looking at a specific stock in a portfolio. Then we get a graph showing dividends received over time, another graph showing the portfolio structure, and finally a list of all the positions and the most important informations about those positions. But what is really helpful to understand the strategy of any investor or to find investment ideas for our own portfolios is up here. It says Investments. If we click it, we can choose any company in the portfolio. And then we get all the same informations, but only for this one specific stock. On the investment history graph, we clearly see when an investor bought or sold a stock and what was the price at that moment in time. We also see the history of the dividends he received. So that is super useful to visually understand what the best investors out there are doing. And thanks to that, we can learn from them. So that is the medium tier. And finally, we get to the high tier. In it, you get exactly the same tools you do in the medium one, but you are also in a group of people that are my biggest supporters. The only extra thing you get is even more of my gratitude. Thanks to all of you in all the tiers, I can grow this channel. I can grow these tools, and I can continue to explore new possibilities to create hopefully valuable content for you. Thank you so much for being a Patreon or a subscriber or just watching my videos. It all adds up and allows me to continue this journey. Bye-bye.